This is the Caddoan Mounds State Historic Site. It's the entrance, and we're going to explore the mounds of these early inhabitants. This is the visitor center, where they're supposed to have a lot of exhibits. Here's a mural of the Caddoan people and an example of their house. Caddoan origins are unknown. I think they were influenced by the Mississippi culture. This is a mural of what the Caddoan site may have looked like when it was occupied. In the background you can hear the native music. We're taking the trail to the first mound site. In the background they're doing some work on the patio at the visitor center. This is a burial mound, probably for the elite of the tribe. The person was buried with either servants or family. An unusual thing about these mounds that the people were buried in layers. This is the borrow pit where the Indians brought up soil to build the ceremonial mound that is behind me, which I'll take a picture of shortly. This little mound is the ceremonial mound. The interesting thing about this is that they would build something on top of it for a ceremony and then burn it and then cover it up with new soil that was brought up from the borrow pit. And they found artifacts of burnt structures in this. In the back is the other burial mound that we visited. Standing on top of the Caddoan ceremonial mound, we are looking at the previous village of the Neches Indians. Their name taken from the Neches River, which is nearby. Also from the top of the mound, we're looking at Highway 21, which was originally El Camino Real, or the King's Highway, going to San Antonio. This is the larger ceremonial mound across the road from the Caddoan Mound Historic Site. We are at Mountain Home, a plantation home of the first Texas-born governor, James S. Hogg. It's now a city park in Rusk, Texas. I have no idea what some of these buildings were, but they're either supposed to be originals or replicas of log buildings that were on Mountain Home, the Jim Hogg plantation. This appears to be an early log home. This appears to be a barn of sorts. farm machinery. This may have been a church. There's a sign above it that says Fort Hogg. I really don't know too much about this area. This is the James Hogg Memorial Museum. I believe this structure was his birthplace. We went inside, there were no attendants, and a few museum objects were kind of in disarray and unprotected. Another view of the James Hogg house. Adjacent to the house is some kind of sugar refining equipment. I guess they refined sugar cane and made into sorghum. Okay, we're now going to walk on the longest footbridge in the nation in Rusk, Texas. It was built to access Birmingham, which was a location for ironworks, and also for people to get from one end of the area to the other during the rainy season.